we go!
What's going on, Cowboy Nation and Angry Cowboy fans around the world? It's your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan, bringing y'all that raw and uncut as only I can. You like that rhyme, didn't you? But let's get down to the raw and uncut of the Dallas Cowboys' recent acquisitions at defensive end as well as defensive tackle. Get ready for the Angry Cowboys fans, raw and uncut.
Keeping it real, man. Keep it real. That's real.
This is obvious where the Dallas Cowboys needed to hit more on the depth chart on the roster. Fans at Cowboys Nation, as well as content creators, have been banging on the table. We've been screaming for the front office to add some big bodies to this defensive line. In comes Jordan Phillips, a 6'6", 318-pound defensive tackle that was acquired from the New York Giants. Also, to help with the depth chart at the defensive end position, Cowboys also signed defensive end and former New York Jet, Carl Lawson. But you guys in Cowboys Nation, y'all have probably seen a lot of film breakdown from a number of Cowboys content creators, and if you haven't, I'm definitely going to put a few of them in the description. I'll put the links down there so you can go see what the team is doing as of late. But that's not my lane. Y'all know that. Angry Cowboys fan family. Film breakdown is not my lane. I leave it to the professionals to do it. What I do, I try to look a little deeper into the most recent signings and where it's taking our Dallas Cowboys. So let's go ahead and talk about what I got to talk about. These signings, they should pull back the curtain a little bit on where the Cowboys' identity is leaning toward this upcoming season. This past NFL draft, it wasn't a draft about the top positions like the quarterback or the running back or the wide receiver. It was mostly focused on the lines, whether offense or defense, as well as the linebackers. With the most recent signings, you can kind of see that the Dallas Cowboys are looking to have a more physical approach, a more physical identity on the defensive side of the ball, a staple of a Mike Zimmer defense. Also, the urgency shown on the defensive side of the ball, it kind of indicates that the Dallas Cowboys are aiming to have a more physical approach, something that we lacked last year. The urgency to fill those spots show me that the team is looking to be more of a defensive team than a team who relies solely on the offense to get it done. You can see it in their lack of urgency to fill the holes that Chuma Edoga and now Earl Bostic's injuries have created. Chuma Edoga broke his toe, and Earl Bostic, with what ESPN is saying, injured his ankle. You would figure the Dallas Cowboys front office would prioritize that left tackle position. Well, nope, they ain't doing it. They are fortifying our defense, and honestly, I commend the front office if this is the case. But I remember watching the interview with Warren Sapp where he said, defense doesn't win championships. That, coupled with the league being said to be a pass-heavy, quarterback splash play-driven league, I'm a fine believer in fundamentals, skills, bedrock philosophies and execution mixed with modern play calling, innovative scheme development, and an overall talent on your team. That will beat out a hybrid NFL team any day of the week. Just take a look at the Kansas City Chiefs. Take a look at the Chiefs and Chris Jones. Of course, the fans and the talking heads, they're going to give Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce all of the glory. They're the ones who score the points. Of course, they're going to get it. It's those guys who do the dirty work that allow those top players to shine. Those players that go unnoticed because they don't play the sexy looking positions. They don't get to spike the ball in the end zone. Those guys who get their names called like Travis Kelce with a 10-yard reception, first down, compared to Chris Jones with the stop, 2nd and 8, ball on the 42-yard line. The offensive and defensive linemen are the most selfless group of guys in this sport to date. They sacrifice their bodies to make others look good for the betterment of the team. Selfless. Anyhow, I just went on a tangent there, Angry Cowboys fans. I apologize, but defense does win championships. It's just not given the proper respect that it's due. It's not given its proper due. I'm honestly thankful because what their attention to the defense shows me is that the front office is investing in fortifying our defense. They may not be pulling out all the stops, but there's movement on that front, Cowboys Nation. It's more than what we can say for our offense. What movement have they made besides the rookies performing over expectation? And these moves also show me that Jerry and Stephen Jones are actively listening to suggestions and requests from Mike Zimmer. I watched the interview where Mike Zimmer said that he needed noses, and those are nose tackles if you didn't know. And look what happens. We get a one tech in Jordan Phillips, a one tech that can get after the quarterback as well as stop the run. If my memory serves me correctly, Jerry kinda did this with Dan Quinn, but not to the extent he's doing it with Mike Zimmer. And also, I remember that game against the Buffalo Bills. Jordan Phillips was in Dak Prescott's face during that game a hell of a lot. It'll be good to have him on our team for this season. Also, the trade was a steal for the Dallas Cowboys. The New York Giants sent Jordan Phillips as well as a 2026 7th round pick while only getting the 2026 6th round draft pick in return. With the Dallas Cowboys having an expectation of drafting somewhere in the mid-20s like last year and the likelihood of the New York Giants drafting in the top 10 to 15, the Cowboys only lose a few draft positions late in the draft. This move was a no-brainer for the Dallas Cowboys, and if I gotta say it, it was good business for the Jones family. As for Carl Lawson, the specifics of his deal, they're not available, but you can almost guarantee that he's probably gonna get a one-year deal from Jerry. His presence was definitely needed, especially after the injury to Sam Williams. Yes, we could have increased Micah Parsons' workload, we could have increased Micah Parsons' snaps, but have another capable player on the depth chart, it's not a bad thing, Cowboys Nation. Oh yeah, if I may, before we get out of here, Angry Cowboys fans, I gotta go here. I gotta address something that happened during the second joint practice with the Los Angeles Rams. The incident with Albert Huggins pushing the staffer for the Los Angeles Rams, then running away like nothing ever happened. It's crap like this which puts opposing teams in field goal range at the end of a game. It's crap like this that gives the opposing team a first down instead of a turnover on downs. And it's crap like this that this team should not tolerate. If I were the Dallas Cowboys, I would have fined the hell out of him, if not sent his ass back into the crib. We don't need that type of attention on this team. We don't need that type of attitude on this team. I can understand when we get into a bench clearing brawl, but it's crap like this that leads to those bench clearing brawls that put your teammates in even more physical harm. So Huggins, do better. We already had an issue with players being undisciplined. We don't need you adding to it. This has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. There's been a lot of videos talking about these players' ability on the football field. I wanted to approach this video from a different perspective. What do you feel about our Cowboys being more of a defensive team under Mike Zimmer? Let's have an adult conversation in the comments section. If you're digging the content and want to help get it out to even more Dallas Cowboys fans, drop a like on the video and share it with your friends who are Cowboys fans. If you are DC for life and want to root on our Dallas Cowboys with like-minded Cowboys fans, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you can be notified whenever I go live, release a video, podcast episode, or Madden 25 or College Football 25 gameplay. When you have a top 5 offense for the past 3 seasons, not much moves need to be made on the offensive side of the ball. Every Cowboys fan saw where we were lacking last year, and I believe they're paying close attention to it as we speak. This has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan, and I'm out. Dang, Angry Cowboys. Cowboys fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.